Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys how I do syncing footsteps with animations. So every time when a character takes a step, it'll actually play the sound at the correct time instead of just randomly. For this example, I'm using this Knight Mannequin here. So we're going to go into the content drawer actually, and then we're going to go into where I have my blueprint interfaces because that's what I'll be using. So we're going to come here, enemy sounds. So we're going to right click, go to blueprints. If Unreal Engine just decides not to crash, let's see if it recovers itself. Let's see. Look at you, look at you. Pick yourself up, boy. All right, so we're going to blueprints, blueprint interface. We're going to type in BPI, and this will be called Knight Footsteps. All right, then we can open it up, and then the new function, we can just call it Play Knight Footsteps. Okay? And that's all you got to do. So we can compile this, save this, and then we can close it out because we're done with that. We don't need to do that anymore. And before we touch base on the animation, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the wherever I have him saved at, which is here. And then I'm going to go into the animations here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to select blueprint class, and then we're going to type in notify. And then anim notify, we're going to select that. And then we're going to rename it to AN for animation notify underscore, what should I call this? Knight footstep. Okay. And you can name it whatever you want. I just like having AN at the front just to let me know what it is. And so we can open this up. Or before we open this up, what we can do is go back into the Knight blueprint. And then under the class settings, what we can do is go to implemented interfaces after you select class settings. And you'll see this add drop down. We go ahead and select that, and then we can add the blueprint interface that I just created, which is this one right here. And then on the left of the screen where it shows my blueprint, you'll see interfaces. So you can go ahead and double click on Play Knight Footsteps, and then I'm going to drag this into a better area, probably somewhere down here is cool. And really don't have to have too much logic, but I'll just show you how I set it up. So we're going to drag out of here. We can do play sound at location, right? And then the location is going to be the actor itself. So we can get actor location, and then you'll see inside of target it'll say self. You don't have to do this, but what I'll do is I'll drag out of there and type in self. You don't have to do it because it's already getting a reference to itself, but I like doing that just to have it filled in because I just hate seeing it empty right there. And then what you want to do as well to make it sound just a little bit better, well, first things first, let's actually do a sound, and let's type in step, and let's just get like a random footstep. I like that heavy footstep. Where's it at? Is it this one? Yeah, I like that one. So we could do that, and then we could select this arrow right here to expand the node, and then what you want to do as far as the pitch multiplier, just to make it sound a little more randomized, is you can drag out of the pitch, and then we could type in random float in range, and we can do I'm gonna do 1.1, between 1.1 and 1.3. I'll see how that sounds. Probably won't sound too good. And for the attenuation settings, you can do whatever you want. I'll do footsteps sound attenuation. I don't know which one that is or how big the fall off is, but I guess we'll see. And then from there, that's pretty much it. If you want it, like since it's a knight and there's going to be armor, he's going to have armor on him. We can go ahead and drag out of this, or better yet, just select all of this, Control C, and then Control V. I've never tried playing two sounds at once, so I guess we'll see how this sounds. And I'm going to type in Knight Rattle. Armor Knight Rattle. There we go. And for the rattle pitch, I could probably do a 0.9, between a 0.9 and a 1.2 for that. And I think the volume could be a little higher, maybe 1.2. I'll see how that sounds. And then as far as the attenuation settings, we could do footsteps for that as well. Compile that, save that. And then what we can do for that, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So I can select all of these and hit C to comment, and then I can just kind of organize it a little bit. I can call this Knight Footsteps, okay? And then for the color, I'll change the color a little bit just to make it stand out a little bit, just in case I have issues, I can find it a little better. And that's pretty much it. So now we can go into the animation notify, And then what we can do is go into the functions area right here. You'll see this little drop down that says override. We can select that. Go to receive notify. Drag this out a little bit so we can have some room. And then once we have that set up, we can just drag out of this pin right here. Then we can type in play Knight footsteps. Okay. Now this target is going to need something. So if you try to compile, it's going to give you an error. This target needs something, and then what you can do is drag out of this mesh component, and then you can just do get owner. Okay. And then you can just drag that in there, and then now it has a reference to the owner. Okay, and that's it. That's all you got to do. We can go ahead and test this out, so I'm going to just go ahead and hit play here, and then let's see what happens. It might be dark, so I'm just playing, whoa, I'm going to play in unlit mode, that way y'all can see his steps. Let me go ahead and, yeah. Okay. Oh, hold on. I don't hear shit. Alright, let's see what we did. Let's see what we did wrong. Or let's see what I did wrong. Armor rattle. Oh, I'm an idiot. I missed out on the most important part, which is to go into the walk animation itself and actually time it. I don't know, just disregard that. Disregard that part. Yeah, you know what? I quit. Video's over. Go home. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up the animation where he's walking. So this is his walk animation. You know, there he is on all his glory. So we're going to pause that, and then we're going to have to go all the way to the beginning here, and then we're just going to start at the first frame, right-click, add notify, and then this is going to be the animation notify that we created, right, where it's playing that sound. And then that's all you got to do. So you can select this, Control-C, and then let's go to where the halfway mark on the animation. Because if you try to time it exactly perfectly, it's going to sound kind of off, so you have to really kind of go completely half of the length of the animation. So for my example, this is 24 frames, so I'm going to go to the 12 mark, and then I can just paste the sound again. So what you can do, because you have to do it for each animation where he walks, so I can go into the Knight run animation as well. Select this, Control V, because I already copied it, and I can just go into, how long is this? This is 16 frames, so I could go to the 8 mark, and then Control V again, and then there we go. That should be all we need to do. And then now his footsteps should be synced. They might sound a little weird, but he will have some syncing footsteps, so I can go over here and just activate him real quick. There you go. Let's see what he does. Oh yeah, there we go. That actually sounds sick. Okay, so yeah, you can see he's syncing up with his footsteps. If I can just get away from him real quick. Let's see. Okay, start walking. Okay, there you go. And that's really it. And the reason why I like using the blueprint interface is if you go into his footsteps, you can do other things other than sounds. You can actually add as much logic. You can add as much logic as you want. So if you wanted to play like some particle system, so I could do Niagara or play system. Let's do system, spawn system at location. I could just do yeah, whatever. I could just do this one, and then location is going to be get actor location, and then you can just do whatever you want. I mean, so we just come here, and then let's go into this again, and let's see what happens when he takes a step. It should be like a bright explosion. It might be a little weird, but let's see if it works. Come on, do something. Oh wait. I think that's because I didn't set it to auto-activate. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's try this again. I turned off auto-activate, not sure why. Alright, so let's awaken his ass. Alright, come on. So you see, oh my god. Okay, if you have epilepsy, don't look at this video. Holy shit. Okay, so you see what it's doing. He just destroyed the area. Okay, wow. Okay, I gotta stop. So you see, it's working, and you can add as much logic as you want. You can do some really cool effects. That's why I like doing it this way. There are other ways to do it, but this is the way I like doing it. And there's no performance impact as far as I can tell. I mean, I've been doing this for all of my enemies, including the character, the main character himself, and it's worked pretty well. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to keep this short as possible, and that is the best way that I can see. That's the best way I like to do it. So